and I'm the president of Communities United and Neighborhood Association, and this is my community. And the project that we're doing the groundbreaking for this afternoon event is called Neighborhood in Bloom. If you look around, this corner used to be an illegal dumping ground. And now we've turned my dream into a reality with the collaboration of a whole lot of people. My organization was founded about 9 years ago to ensure quality of life and make sure that the things that were for my community to have and deserve, that we got them. And with the help of a whole lot of people, this day has come to pass. One of the things that my motto with my community organization is that teamwork makes dream work. And you see all these people here today surrounding me are the team that made this dream a reality. I'm going to call out the organizations, and I'm going to have each one of them to introduce themselves. But I want you to understand that anywhere that you live can be beautiful and be the way you want it to be if you put your heart and soul into it and make it happen. 9 years ago when I started this project, I never thought that this day would come as quickly as it did. They kept telling me that anytime you're dealing with government entities, it's going to take 100 years for things to change. Well, I proved them wrong, and we proved them wrong. And I'm so happy and proud today because the majority of this work that you see done on this corner were done by children. And the children of this community are our future. And everything that we do has to be for them and represent them. And when they walk, when my dream is when they pass by this corner 25 years from now, and they have their children, they can turn around and say, I had something to do with it. Now I want to bring up Ms. Allison Austin from Audubon. Yeah. Let me say something to you guys. Meeting this lady is truly an awesome experience. And we live maybe about 10 blocks from each other. And probably if it wasn't for this project, I would have never met Allison. Allison is like me. She doesn't like to have a whole lot of publicity. She's a worker. She just likes to get out and get the job done. I've passed by here every day since we started this planning, and she's been out here every afternoon, her and her husband and some other people that you don't even know about, watching the garden. But what I'm going to say in all of that is, I had everything in a dream and a vision. I had spoke to the powers to be. I was trying to get everything on paper and get it to the right place at the right time. And Allison came in and she said, we can do this. And I met her now, it's almost been about a year and a half. And from that day to this day, it's been an expedited situation. It just took off. And now we're here today. So I want to give a special thanks to her and let her say a few words. Hi, you posse. What makes it happen is planning for the future. And I represent Audubon of Florida. And what we do is protect habitat, and particularly for birds and butterflies. So as Hattie and I started thinking through the project, it was a natural place to provide an educational opportunity for our kids in this community to understand about birds and butterflies. If you look out now, there are yellow cloudless sulfurs, which is a butterfly flying around this garden that were not here a while ago. And 2 weeks ago, we planted 2 particular cassia trees that are now loaded with caterpillars. There's another one that in only a couple of days will be full-blown butterflies, which just adds to the beauty of this community. But most important, I want to give thanks to the young people who are sitting down here on the front. Yeah. Audubon is involved in 2 projects. One of them is called an Urban Everglades Outreach Specialist Training, and we take minority kids from this community and turn them into trained environmentalists. Any one of these young people sitting here can talk to you about the ecology of this state we live in and the importance of water and what it does for the environment. It's a powerful group of young people. Working along with us is another group of young men from Baskin and Moore. And these young men have provided a serious degree of muscle to make this project a reality, so I want to show them some love. Because when it's time to put the plants in the ground, you need muscle. And you see them, they won't even come on the stage. First you have to fight them to get out of bed.
But once you get them up and out, they are out here making it happen, and I have to show them a lot of love because we have adopted Baskin and Moore's program, and they participate in slogging and canoeing and snorkeling, all the things we do at Audubon to help our young people know the vibrancy and beauty of this neighborhood. And then the last thing I want to say is through this relationship with Ms. Hattie and FDOT and that whole team, I came to meet the folks at Tropic North, and he's standing in front of my truck, Research Irrigation. And those guys are the bomb. They're out here 6 o'clock in the morning, they're here 7 o'clock in the evening, and I pass by on a daily basis and bother them. And now when I call, he'll go, oh my God. But what I say to him is you're just reaching out to God because you know what we're doing is a blessing and you want to help. And that's really what has come of this project. And last but not least, we have a volunteer photographer out here who happens to be my other half. He's from Rainforest Media, and he took pictures of this when it was just weeds and dirt. And we are taking pictures of this whole process to develop a DVD that we can show we're role models. Let this project be a role model of what communities can do to change where they live. And I give thanks. I want to recognize a person who's been working with Audubon for several years. Her name is Jackie Sulik. I couldn't get her up here on the stage. Wave Jackie. We call her Butterfly Jackie. The kids all know her as Butterfly Jackie. She's the lady who brought together the plants for which butterflies that we were trying to reach out. But last but not least, I'd like to invite one of our students up here to say a few words. And this young man is Joshua Golden. And last summer, the Urban Everglades kids came up with a community service project, and this garden was their community service project. Josh took it one step further and worked with us to help design this garden and use this as his application for a Silver Knights Award. So I want to recognize Josh and let him tell you a little bit about the concept and the idea that brought this garden to reality.
As you mentioned, my name is Joshua Golden. I attend Miami Northwestern. The first thing that came to mind, I live down the street from this, and I know this as basically the dump yard. Basically, once you come from Burger King and you going this way, you just throw your garbage here and you keep moving. But working with Miss Allison Austin through this summer, I learned that even a dump yard can become something beautiful. So we decided to do a butterfly garden with the Urban Everglades Outreach Specialist, and this is what you see today. We came up, we researched, and we find out all types of plants and what kind of butterflies that we can grow, we can have in this area. And basically, for the design, I thought about what would you see if you were far away from here and you were in the sky or something like that. So we thought about doing a whole, you can see the butterfly from the top of things, but as you can see, we had permanent trees in the middle. So we had to work with that, and we decided to do the butterflies on each side. And so basically, when you come into this garden, you'll see something different besides the garbage you saw before. You'll see beautiful butterflies and beautiful plants. And that's basically it. Thank you.
My name is Jackie Sulek, and I'm otherwise known as Butterfly Jackie because the kids relate me to the butterfly gardens that we've done so far and the knowledge that I've been sharing with them. And I started working with Audubon of Florida. It was 3 years ago, I believe, right, Carrie? Our very first project was very successful, and this project, this particular one, started about a year ago now in the planning stages and getting the property to be donated to the neighborhood, and then drawing up the plans, getting the irrigation in place, getting the plants, some of the larger plants, plant material donated by the Florida Department of Transportation, and then getting the smaller plants that are going to be very important in order for us to attract our butterflies. Then we started working with the kids and teaching them what it was that we needed to put into the garden to attract butterflies. And we learned about the life cycle of the butterfly and the different plants that the different particular species needed in order to be able to come and survive here. And then we put the plants in. The kids learned how to plant. They've learned how to start plants from seeds. We're going to be starting a nursery now where we're actually starting cuttings, rooting cuttings, because what we've realized is that we're going to have to keep replacing and upgrading in order to keep our garden looking beautiful and being prosperous for the insect.